Hello, San Andreas. I'm Mick Medlin with Useless News. Today we have with us Violet Motacilla, the victim of a recent shooting involving alleged police brutality right here in Los Santos. We reached out to Violet earlier today and she gave us her side of the story. Let's take a look.
My name is Violet. I'm 20 years old and I've lived in Los Santos since February of 2021. This is my story. They say that evil is unspectacular and always human, and chairs are bed and eats on a round table. That is a quote by W.H. Auden, one of my favorite poets. And I have to say that it certainly speaks truth for the police departments. 3 days ago, I was watching a shootout take place on rooftops near Legion. I was with several others who were also part of the press, and we were on the ground. Well, the shooting slowed and then eventually it stopped, and when it stopped, I decided to go onto a completely separate roof west of the shooting, and I made the ascent. As I arrived at the top of the roof, I pulled out my binoculars and attempted to locate where the suspects or the police were, as I couldn't really see them. They were quite far away. When I got there and I saw them, I had my binoculars zoomed in on them for probably half a second, and next thing I knew, there was this burning white hot in my arm. I heard two bangs, and I fell over. And I laid there and I saw blood squirting out of my arm, and I screamed. One of my acquaintances was with me, and he rushed over and he said, are you kidding me? They just shot some random lady. They just shot her. And I couldn't even believe what was going on. I was in so much shock. Why did the police just shoot me? I knew it had to have been the police because I knew vaguely who the other people were, and they wouldn't just open fire on me. They wouldn't open fire on any of us. They're smarter than the police. They know where to look when they aim. So I laid there and I tried to stop the bleeding, and this acquaintance of mine, Peter Long, he tried to stop it as well, but when he came over to me, they started shooting at him as well. So he dragged me to safety, and the entire time he was getting shot at, and he took a few bullets. I'm not too sure how many, but he did get shot. And when I was dragged onto another rooftop right next to ours that was a bit higher up, and another acquaintance of mine, Brian Fantana, was there. He started putting in 911 calls, begging them to stop shooting at us because it had been a near constant barrage of gunfire since they started shooting at me. But it didn't stop. They ended up hitting Felix Fantana, who was also there. Peter Long kept trying to take care of my wounds, and I tried to stop it as well, but I was in so much pain, and the worst part is when he was dragging me, one of the bullets they were shooting at him also hit me in my side. It hit me right here. And because of that one, I have to use a colostomy bag for a while, and I have to have nothing but a liquid diet. Eventually the cops came, and they took us to pillbox, but I don't really remember much because I was unconscious. I lost so much blood, they said that they were lucky that they to us in time because I might have ended up dead. So, after that, I was treated. I had several surgeries performed. The bullets were taken out of my arm and zipped up with stitches. I was able to leave the hospital, but I was ordered um, to not work for at least a minimum of 1 week, but preferably at least 2 weeks. So I've been on LOA from my job as a dancer at Kokoro. And it's been just nothing but fury since then. You can bet your Lucis Goose that we're suing them. But I can't tell you too much about that aside from, well, it's going to be big. So, that's my story. And it is still playing out. It's not that easy to kill me.
And do you have any messages to the officers who fired upon you?
Even gangbangers know exactly where their bullets are going. Even the people who took me hostage for that Vangelicos that was a predecessor to the shooting treated me with more love and respect than any officer has since this happened. I have not received a single apology. I have only been told that I was overreacting and that I was being delusional for expecting an apology from people who nearly killed me while I was unarmed, not detained, not arrested, and had no lawful orders to leave. I think many people can say, beyond a reasonable doubt, that the police department deserves every single cent ripped away from their hands. And I look forward to helping contribute to that.